lovelies. Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So if you are new to the channel, I want to say welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome back, my loves. We are back in full effect. All right. So we are doing the Daily Vibration for today. It is 8/19/2022. Okay, now keep it in mind that energy is fluid. So whenever you click on this video, if it is the 23rd of next month, it does not matter, my love. The only thing that matters is that energy is fluid and you can take what you need, leave what you don't, shelf what you don't understand in case you need to circle on back for some clarification or for some confirmation, right? And keep in mind that if I say this is your energy or this is what I'm picking up for you, you can apply it to the next person if the energy fits them. All right. So my loves, it is Friday. Happy Friday to you. Happy Self-Love Friday to you, my loves. Okay. Third eye is back again, guys. We have this earlier this week. Third eye, paying attention to your perception, right? We had that showing up. I don't remember, was it Tuesday? It could have been Tuesday or Monday, but I do know that we've already had the third eye energy showing up this week, or it could have been in one of the bonus videos that I did, but that did not get posted. So you do want to be mindful of that, right? That third eye energy. And then we are going to get into the planets right now. So you need to know today that energetically, the numerology, we're vibrating on the number 6 if you're adding the month, the day, and the year together. But if you're just vibrating on the day itself, we are vibrating on the number 10 or the number 1 if you reduce it down, right? So one, has to do with you tapping in and being disciplined in the physical area. That's your ego, right? That's your ego and the willingness of ego to work with spirit to be able to help you to co-create in this atmosphere, right? And 0 is a representation of the all-known. That's source energy. That's prana. That's nirvana. That's heaven. That's, whatever you want to call it. That is where everything and nothing all resides from, okay? Not to mention the number 6 is in the energetic place today, too, with your creative power or your destructive power. The question is, which one are you operating in? Okay? All right, so with that being said, let's kick off and see what we have going on today. You guys do know, right, that we're about to get out of Leo season and jump on over into Virgo season, right? So we're about to jump out of Leo and go into Virgo season on the 23rd. So we're wrapping up Leo, but the sun is still currently positioned in Leo. And depending on when, my loves, you are going to, depending on when you're going to view this video, the moon could be sitting in Gemini, okay? So you do want to be mindful about that, all right? So depending on what is going on with you and when you're looking at this video, the moon could be in Gemini because the moon is going to be entering Gemini. It hasn't entered Gemini yet as I'm recording this video, so you do need to take that in consideration. But the moon should be swapping over to Gemini on either the eve of the 17th or on the 18th, so you do need to take that into consideration. I also want to say, with the moon being in Gemini, you can tend to maybe overthink things, right? Or your mind could be racing a lot. This is why you need to pay attention to your third eye energy. And you need to be mindful of disruptions. And disruptions can come energetically, they can come mentally, and they can come physically. So you need to be mindful of how the disruptions are coming in. And they can come through family members or loved ones or co-workers, right? But usually it's not random people. It is usually somebody that you know. So when we're dealing with the third eye energy, you also need to be mindful that this is all about your perception, your vision. This could be meditation also, balancing things also as far as your perspective is concerned. Being receptive and being insightful is another energy that you can tap into with this third eye energy. The flip side of the third side energy, if you're not operating on the higher aspect of that, it can be stressful, unreceptive, your limited awareness of what's going on around you, your lack of imagination, just being closed off to see things, like the glass half full instead of half empty type things, right? So be mindful of whatever disturbance may come your way energetically, mentally, physically, or emotionally today. And you want to be diligent. Okay. You want to be diligent today in whatever it is you've set your course to today. Some people are going to be diligent and self-projected because they're the victim. Whatever it is that you set the course for today, you definitely want to be diligent in it. And I feel like because we're wrapping it up, I'm going to pull 2 extra cards that you need to pay attention to on the weekend. Right? So this weekend, you want to also pay attention to your nurturing and your grounding. These are both earth chakra energy. Earth chakra has to do with you grounding yourself and being connected to the earth, okay? So ground yourself before you start getting pulled out of your zone today. Remember, it is important for you to recognize that you can have 4 walls that you share with someone, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to share your space with that person, all right? So know that this is what Spirit is saying. Manifestation is in the atmosphere. You're manifesting and creating every day. Be mindful of the disruptions that may be coming into your world today, and be diligent about the things that you've set the course on today, all right? Now, if that's fuckery, some people may be diligent in their fuckery too, right? So you never know. All right, so we're going to jump into the other elementals. We just tapped into spirit. Now we're going to jump into air, water, fire, and earth, right? So that is going to be your thinking, your feeling, aka your emotions, your actions, as well as the physical manifestation and the practicality of those things, okay? Starting off with collectively what's going on in the thinking aspect. This is a 3 of Cups in reverse, and I hear 3 is a crowd, right? So this is Cancer as well as Pisces energy, right? So this is very emotional energy, right? And Cancers are definitely about how they feel, right? And I kind of feel like sometimes Cancers believe other people don't have feelings per se, right? So Cancer's energy or their archetype is all about what you feel, right? And then Pisces energy or archetype is all about what you believe, right? So you can have a third-party situation going on today in your head. But the third-party situation does not necessarily mean it's an external third party, right? This could just be your thoughts that you're having within your head. So if you've been having thoughts within your head recently that is not matching where you see your life or where you want to go, know that you have the Wheel of Fortune energy coming in here to change some of that energy in your thinking, right? Wheel of Fortune energy is Jupiter's energy. So that's about expansion, right? This is about good luck, karma, right people coming in, right thinking coming in, because you may have been in a negative place, or you may have had too much people all up in your head about something that you needed to do, something that you needed to take care of, and you weren't trusting yourself enough, right? You got the Artist card coming up, and I feel like when the Artist card comes up, this is like, be creative in your own right. You don't have to do things or feel the way about things or think the way about things as other people do. Your thoughts are your thoughts, and your thoughts create things, and it's up to you as to how you're going to move. But let's just start with, if you're in woe victim mode, woe is me. If that's where you are with this, you're going to be in your feelings today in your head. You will be repeating things today in your head that does not serve your greatest good. You have an opportunity to think differently. Or you have an opportunity not to have conversations with people that's not really producing or conducive to where you are or to your growth, right? Be your own artist. Figure out what activities you can do to keep your energy high and keep your energy expansive, right? And sometimes you got to come down. You got to shrink or retract so you can learn and expand again, so you can utilize what you've learned, so you can think about it like that. You're breathing, you're retracting that breath, and you're expanding that breath, taking it all in and understanding that life ebbs and it flows, as well as your thoughts are creating things, okay? You want to find the lessons in the things today, all right? Especially the things that you find that bother you today. So the things that you're thinking about from a negative place today, find the lessons in those things, right? That lesson is being offered to you today. Find the lesson in the things and be creative about it. Journaling, painting, something crafty, listening to music. For some people, shit, it's writing a poem. For some people, it is you tapping into the arts. All right. Maybe not you tapping into the arts directly, but maybe you doing something creative or going someplace where creativity dwells. Right. Discover the purpose in whatever situation that you're going through today instead of allowing your mind to repeat negative shit over and over again. You have an opportunity to change all of that today. So I suggest that you take it. Take the mask off. Show your true feelings. Stop pretending. And some of you could be dealing with some gaslighting situation. This is where this Three of Cups energy come in, that third party energy, right? But remember, third party could be something non-physical. It could be anything that is coming in between you and yourself or you in this situation, okay? Other people's thoughts and feelings on the situation can also be a third party indication. All right, it's time to take off the mask. You're not really showing people who you are because you're hiding behind maybe some disappointments. It's time for that to change. Find a lesson in things today as you are dealing with your thinking. Look for the lessons in your thoughts today as you're reevaluating what may or may have not went down, right? All right, so when we're dealing with your emotions today, aka water energy, all right, we do have the Devil card, and the Devil card is showing up in reverse. So this energy can represent that you are breaking free from something, breaking free from some type of codependence, right? The Devil card is also Capricorn's energy, and this energy is persistent energy, all right? This is being able to control your self-imposed limitations that you have in yourself. And it is paired here with the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is showing up in reverse. Both of these cards are showing up in reverse. So I kind of feel like this is breaking whatever bondage that you may have had on an emotional level. You do have third eye chakra showing up here, which means to me that you could have gotten some enlightenment or maybe change your perspective on something. You may have been fearing this change, or you may have been feeling restricted in this energy, right? And this energy is coming in for you to walk through those fears and face whatever it is. And I'm hearing like face the music. Just deal with the shit. This may require you to study the situation, aka study your feelings, get into your feelings so you can get out of your feelings, okay? So today, you're dealing with codependency and whatever restrictions that you've placed on yourself, right? Whatever limitations you've placed on yourself. If you're living your life based on making other people happy. Let's take a look at the planets that we got here. We got Mars showing up here, right? And we got Aries. Your I am energy. Who are you? All right? This study doesn't necessarily mean book study. Maybe that you may need to study yourself. Study the situation before making a decision, right? Study the situation before making a decision. Study yourself. All right, so now here we go. We also have, let's get this one first. Follow the White Rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. And I feel like as you're studying yourself and you're discovering like those childhood wounds, or you're discovering maybe what your triggers are, or you're discovering how this healing process is going to work for you as an individual, right? I feel like this is more about looking in the mirror, telling yourself that you love yourself regardless of what, looking in some, instead of looking at somebody's eyes and comparing yourself to them, okay? That's what I'm feeling here with this energy when it comes to your emotions today. Girl with the snake, right? Yep, this is, I want to say, empath meets narcissist paradigm to me is really about givers and takers. You can't be in a relationship right now where receptivity is not the order of the day. Anybody that's taken more emotionally than they're given right now from you is not a healthy thing to do, right? You may need to set boundaries with this girl and the snake showing up. So after you studied yourself, right? You may need to set some boundaries on the new stuff that you've discovered emotionally. All right. Don't project outwardly today because you got fears going on, or be mindful of the outward projection today because you got fears going on. Some people are dealing with their codependency and some people are not. Some people are being mindful and studying other people's business and minding other people's business instead of minding their own, right? And you need to create boundaries. There's going to be an opportunity for you today to create emotional boundaries if that's what's needed for you, all right? So let's take a look and see what's going on from the energy as far as your actions are concerned. So as far as your actions are concerned, you have the World card or the Universe card, right? This is Saturn's energy. This is order. This is structure. This is you, I guess, feeling liberated and feeling free because you've come into a place where you now know how you want things to go, right? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day. This is like a completion, being able to integrate everything that you've learned so you can apply it the next time around. You do have the Three of Wands showing up here, okay? And it's just saying be mindful of lack of foresight. Make sure that you cross all of your T's and dot all of your I's, right? Meaning make sure you integrate everything that you've learned in this experience before you push forward, right? We do have the third eye chakra showing up here as well as the sun, as well as Aries. Sun is Leo's energy. That could be ego also, or egotistical. And Aries can be forceful with that energy, and especially if your perception is warped, okay? And your perception can be warped here with this Three Wands in reverse. All right. Lack of plan and maybe not seeing a future because of how you're thinking or how you're feeling about the situation, okay? Freedom is being offered to you in your actions today. What do you choose? Whatever you do next is going to take you to the next place that you need to be. Not necessarily the next place that you want to be, but the next place that you need to be. And the reason why I say need to be is because need to be is based on your steps. So let's say getting up and exercising is going to take you to the next step, which is being healthy and feeling better, right? Getting up and not exercising is going to take you where you want to be, which is feeling sluggish and lazy. And I say that because you have to understand that nobody's holding your hand. Nobody's saying don't do and do unless you give them power to do so. But at a certain point in your life, you have to stop blaming other people and tap into your own freedom. You have an opportunity to integrate everything that you've learned here with this World card. But it's saying here that some people may have lack of planning. So you want to be mindful of that, especially if people are giving you advice from a place that they have not done the work themselves, okay? Now, some of you may be feeling like you're a little hesitant to move forward because you may feel a little bit of regret or fear of making the same mistake, or fear that you've made this mistake and you don't like the outcome, so therefore you're at a standstill. You want to do it, but you don't want to do it because you made the mistake the last time. That means that you're not integrating everything that you've learned. That's going to be important. You're not integrating everything that you've learned. Right now it's about application. We're in your timeline, so you should not be operating on the old paradigm of thinking, of feeling, and of doing anymore. All right, that's going to be key. Okay, so as you are integrating things and you're moving forward, what some of you is going to see, whatever commitment you put the effort towards is going to bring you some freedom. All right, whatever partnership you put this effort towards, it is going to bring you, I want to say, completion. For some of you, this could be a full-fledged engagement. For some of you, this is just a commitment that you need to just sit in your mind that you're just going to do. No matter how it looks, you're going to be committed to see this project, to see this relationship, to see whatever it is till the end. Right? But you can only do so with integrating. You can only do so by integrating what you've learned. All right, you can only do so. So if you haven't learned the lesson to apply them this time around, you still can get stuck in the old lower vibrational shit. Okay. All right. So as far as the earth energy is concerned, this is the practicality. This is the manifestation. This is how you should be moving on earth right now. You do have the 5 of Cups popping up. I think this popped up in another reading earlier this week too. You got Scorpio as well as Pisces energy. So this could be a lot of emotional energy. You also have Neptune's energy, which can be a great awakening, a part of your ascension, right? But this energy could be disappointment that some people are feeling today, because maybe some of the actions and the steps that they've taken, remember what you want versus what you need, getting what you want, getting what you need. Some of the steps that they have taken may not have led them to the outcome that they desire. I want to say delay doesn't mean denial. You may just have to check how you do things, or the tradition, or maybe your role in the situation. You may want to accept that you think differently than this person, or you think your thinking is more vast than this situation. Like you don't have limited thinking. Sometimes we try to run into situations that we're trying, the universe is trying to save us from, right? So here I feel like your disappointment and your emotions could be because you don't have a conventional lifestyle. You don't think the same. You don't do the same things the way everybody else does. And it's okay for you to have that freedom to be yourself in this energy today. Don't operate from a place of disappointment. Remember, like you're supposed to be integrating everything that you're learning. All right, you're supposed to be integrating, aka applying everything that you're learning with this energy. Okay. You're on the right path came out again. We had this yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, right? And so it's okay for you to question your disappointments. It's okay for you to question the things that you've been through. The issue here is learning, getting the lessons so you can move on, right? Getting the lessons so you can move on. Not enough. Frustration, lack of confidence, maybe even self-sabotage, and that can come from this disappointment over here, right? And maybe from you accepting other people's plan for your life and not really accepting yourself. Maybe from you following other people's, I want to say, beat of somebody else's drum or music instead of dancing to the music that you like. You're dancing to somebody else's music, right? So you're on the right path, but some of you may be feeling frustrated as you investigate that closely, right? It's really all about you asking the right questions before you're taking a step. And that's okay. This is not a rush. You're on the right path, so it's okay for you to ask questions before you take a step in this energy. Okay. All right. So y'all know the deal. Okay. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in this energy, or else you are going to be someone's emotional puppet. Remember, my love, whoever controls you emotionally, mentally, controls what you do and controls the outcome. All right. So you need to know that. So if you don't want to be an emotional puppet, you definitely want to be mindful today with this third eye energy, for you to breathe before you speak, focus on your meditation, be aware of the disruptions that may come in, and stay diligently in tune with yourself today. Even the slightest change in energy, you need to check in with yourself today. And over the weekend, you got nurturing and grounding energy popping up here, which is earth chakra. So you want to spend some time out in nature, do something grounding, which is meditating, walking, exercising, something where you're paying attention to your breath. This weekend is going to be key. All right. Okay, my loves. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I got a lot of stuff coming. So you guys are going to be hearing announcements coming up in the up and coming weeks. All right. We are not doing daily vibrations on the weekends, my love. So remember, this is why I'm doing the 2 cards for the weekend. Saturday, you want to nurture yourself. Sunday, you want to ground yourself. Or you can do a combination. It's both as you're moving throughout the weekend, okay? Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself. Honor yourself. And I want to say, breathe. It's okay to breathe, y'all. I'm going to see y'all in Monday's Daily Vibration. Have a wonderful weekend, guys.